All right, so the video you're about to see is a call that I did with a client of mine called Razor, who has just signed his very first copywriting client. This is a super inspiring video for anybody who is just starting out in copywriting and is looking to get their first paid client. So we'll just jump straight to the chat with Razor. Enjoy, and I hope it's inspiring for you. All right, so I'm here with Razor, and this is kind of like an exciting video, and it's probably going to be the first of many on this channel. This is actually the first kind of video I've made with a student, somebody I've worked with for a little bit, who has finally just cracked the code and got their first copywriting client, their first paid copywriting client. So I tell you what, Razor, why don't you just tell the guys on this channel, the guys and girls who are watching, just tell me a bit about your journey so far in copywriting. I mean, what's your background? How did you find copywriting? And just talk about that sort of stuff.
Okay, so yeah, my name is Razor. I'm 23, live in the UK, and so I'll go in depth into this because I know this will help someone out. So, how I initially started copywriting was I joined. I don't know if you've heard of it, Hustlers University, 2 years ago. I joined there, and in there, that's when I found out about copywriting. Had no idea what it was. I was going through some of the training on there. And then eventually I was like, okay, I feel like I can start doing outreach. And that was the first time I did outreach. And we were being taught to do outreach with emails and, send out 40 emails a day. But it didn't work for me. I didn't get no responses, couldn't land, couldn't get a single call, barely got any responses. And I tried for like 3, 4 months. And I remember something interesting happened. After 4 months of doing outreach, I only managed to get one call with an Australian guy, and he had a jewelry company, and he needed a copywriter, and I basically messed up because I got on the call, and the guy he didn't really want to pay me, but he was like, "Oh, I can teach you how to do copy," and like my ego was like, "I'm a copywriter, like I don't need you to teach me," but like long story short, um, I kind of said no to the deal because the guy didn't want to pay me, and like the style that he wanted me to write in was really bad, and I was like, I don't think it's gonna be a good fit. So after that, I just stopped, and then I bounced around doing a ton of different side hustles, drop shipping, every single one of them. But then lately, how I got back into copywriting was I was doing growth operating, and I'll document my whole journey on YouTube. That's where a lot of people know me from, actually. And then I managed to get two clients, and shout out to Elia, that's my client right now. While I was doing his while I was growth operating for him, I was writing copy like every stage of the way. So I had to write copy for his sales page, had to write copy for his VSL, had to write copy for um his funnel. And then I had to write copy for our pre-launch sequence, which was 7 emails. And initially I was only supposed to write one email for him, but I got so into the flow that I was like, okay, let me just write three. And then I sent it over to him. He loved it. And then I thought, okay, let me bump up to five and then seven. So when I was doing that, I really found my love for like doing copywriting again. And I was like, you know what? Let me try and do copywriting one more time because I see what's like to have a client and write copy for them. So I asked him if he could give me like a testimonial. He agreed. I got the testimonial, and then I started doing a little bit of outreach. And then when I was doing that, I came across your channel, and I was like, okay, I like this guy. Like you don't have a bunch of fancy edits. I remember, I don't know if you said it on one of our calls or you said it on YouTube, but you was like, you wanted to create this channel and make it as basic as possible and see how far it goes.
Yeah.
And I just like that because like it's really authentic to me.
Yeah.
So I signed up for your newsletter. I was getting the news. I was getting the emails every single day. I was reading them. And then I went to the bottom of it and I seen that you had a course. And then at the bottom of that, you had a community, a school community.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay. Um, at the time I couldn't afford the course at all. like I really had no money at all. But I seen that the community was $30 and I was like, okay, I can join the community at least. And I seen it only had 8 people, which I thought was good because I was like, if I can join, I already know that I can write copy. It would just be good to get in here and speak to you and jump on the call. That was the main thing, jump on the call with you and just ask like the questions I had. So I joined and jumped on a call with you and one of the person who was really good at you answered all my questions. And then from there I managed to get someone who was interested. And then I remember I reached out to you while I think you was in Portugal or something.
Yeah,
Riding bike.
I was buzzing.
And yeah. Yeah, you really helped me out because I was kind of struggling with how I should do the pricing, but you gave me some good insights.
Yeah,
I had a lot more confidence when I got onto the call and managed to close him for 1K. So £1,000, 500 up front, 500 on completion. And then he even threw in the 5% commissions. And he has a 5K deal. I mean 5K offer if you pay up front. And if you split it, it's 6K. So I would make $250 on each sale or 300 if they split it. So
unreal.
yeah, that's kind of my story so far.
Good stuff, man. Unreal. That's so good to hear. And I know a lot of people will be watching this because they'll have seen videos on YouTube that are like, how to make 10K a month on YouTube as a
Right.
beginner, as a copywriter as a beginner, and all these big numbers. And I've always been on the other side of the fence with people. I've made videos on my channel that are titled that basically just to get people's attention, like because that's what people want to see. But a lot of the
Yeah.
times, I am more of a fan of just, if you're someone like Razor and you're just starting out in copywriting, the biggest thing you need to understand is that momentum is the biggest lever you can pull in this business. So, like, if you can just get a client, even if the client is paying you £500, £1,000, £2,000, whatever the number is, it doesn't matter as long as you can get momentum because that will spur you on and show you, look, this is like a legit business. Like it's not just some silly little hobby. You can grow this as big as you want it to be. You can keep it as a side hustle if you want, or you can grow it into a fully fledged freelance business. Like it really is, the sky's the limit. And when you start having deals like commission based deals as well, like you've just talked about, and you have a number of different clients on a similar deal, like you've got a nice little income coming in, and it gives you ultimate leverage. It's so good, which is
Yeah,
really cool to hear. And I do hope it does inspire people who are watching this, because,
sure.
like, I mean, you sent me some messages recently, showing me that the client who's paid you £1,000 for this real basic set of emails wants to hire you on a longer term basis to do more emails every single month, which you're just negotiating right now. But as well as that, he's also asking questions, if I'm right, on like helping you with different parts of his business, like his website and stuff.
Yeah. So like I was telling Alex, this morning I got like 5 messages from him in a row. And it was like first message was, hey, um so it was like, hey, here's my website. I think it needs a bit of a revamp when it comes to the copy. But then he sent the actual website link, and then he was asking me, what are your rates for tweaking the copy on here? So I sent him over the rates. He hasn't responded yet, but yeah, I can see with this client, there's quite a few things. So it's not just the emails, but it's it's copy on the website and stuff like that. And probably later down the road, there'll probably be more projects that I can help them out with too.
Yeah, and you'll find quite quickly that the door will open pretty fast to things. Like
Mm,
like if you're watching this and you're just starting out, sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I want to be completely transparent on this channel. Sometimes doing outreach to start with can feel like you're pushing a steam train out the station. Like you just
yeah,
have to do outreach, you have to get clients, you have to do the grunt work. But as time goes on, and one, you get client testimonials from people of like that show that you can deliver what you promised, and two, you get more clients. It just means you have to do less outreach, and the outreach that you do you have these case studies as proof to be like, look, I've done this for this business, this person, this brand. What makes you think I can't do it for you? And that's it makes the selling so much easier for one, and two, because it shows you know your shit, you can charge more for what you're doing as a copywriter. So
Yeah.
I literally love it. It's one of the easiest. I'm not actually no, I'm not going to say easiest because it's not easy. It's one of the
Yeah.
simplest pieces you can start right. And it's
Yeah.
cool hearing that you've been in Hustlers University, as a lot of people may have been in that. Like I haven't personally been in it, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
And then you've obviously come and found something else. I mean, there are other people on YouTube, but I just try and be as transparent as possible with things. And it'd
Mm.
be cool to get you. It'd be cool to keep working with you and get you some more clients, Razor, because it's
Yeah.
super inspiring for people. I don't know if you can show people. Can you get your phone there? Maybe you could show people on your screen on your phone, like the Stripe
Right.
payments coming. People
Oh
love seeing
yeah,
that
I
stuff.
got you.
For
I got
some
you.
reason, people love that stuff. But
Man,
yeah,
I got you, bro. Uh, uh,
like I
but
said,
you know, I've been doing like I've just been looking at my Stripe like a couple times a day, just like it just puts a massive smile on my face, man.
mate,
Okay.
first is the one. Show us a look.
I don't know if you can see that.
There we go. Look at that. £1,000 in the bank. Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huge, huge.
unreal. And guys, yeah, like massive results, massive results, massive amounts of momentum.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, anything else to add, and we'll close this out.
You know what? I really feel, I feel like I'm the one that's gonna be keep like I don't want to keep you too long, but um one of the things that you mentioned was building momentum, and momentum is such a huge thing. So one thing that uh some people might not know is with my first two clients when I was doing growth operating, which helped me transition to get my first client in copywriting, was I got my first two clients for free. Like I wasn't charging nothing at all. And I'm just putting that out there as an idea because um I don't know what your opinion on this would be, but I know that in my head I had it like this. I was thinking if I can work for someone for free and then get a testimonial in advance, like as like the payment, that testimonial is gonna go so much further than me trying to like get a payment. So that's what I did with my first two clients. My first one, she didn't give me a video testimonial. She gave me like it was just like a WhatsApp text, and I screenshotted it. But then my other one, Earlier, shout out to him, he gave me my first video one. And I was like, okay, and I was working for free. So I took that and I was like, I've been working for free for a while as well. It wasn't like I was working for like 1 or 2 days. Like I was working for free for over a month. But well, two things. I got the testimonial and I got the experience of actually writing copy for him and seeing what it's like to have a client and hitting deadlines and communicating with him. So all of that, I was just literally just building my foundation so that when I actually do get a paying client, I already know what it's like to have a client, and I got this testimonial as well. So I took that testimonial from him and I literally just like I plastered it everywhere, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna show every like when I reach out to people, they're gonna see this testimonial. And like I remember when I got my client for free, there was a bunch of people telling me like, why are you working for free? That's a waste of time. You da 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 da. But I knew in the back of my head, like I'm really doing it for the testimonial and for the experience. And plus, he recommended me to one of his friends that was looking for a copywriter. But I'll be transparent, that deal it ended up it didn't go through. But he's recommended me to a couple of his business friends as well. And that came from working for free. He told me that if it was like if I had tried to like jump on a call with him and say, hey, pay me £1,000, pay me three K, 5K, he wouldn't have worked for me. But because I came and I was like upfront, I said, okay, I'll work for free. And if you like it, can get a testimonial or whatever, but only if I deliver good results. He was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. So yeah, that's a little gem. That's a little gem for you.
I love that.
So
Love it.
yeah,
Love it, man.
yeah,
Right, we'll close this out. I'm going to stop the recording now. But yeah, there'll
cool.
be links below this video if you guys want to check out the course. And I'm stoked to hear more from you, Razor. It's been good chatting with you.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get some more clients, man. I'm super hyped up. I'm hyped up. I want to get to that
Unreal.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit those goals.
So I hope you enjoyed that chat with Razor. Really, really cool to jump on with him and hear his story. He has got like so much fire in the tank. He's so inspired and motivated. Let me know in the comments what you took from that chat. I'm curious to know. And also, there are links in the description if you want to jump into the community or the course that Razor is a part of to get your first few paid copywriting clients. Let's see you next video. Let's get you that momentum you deserve.